Hello and welcome to VNAT's Global Communications Weekly Wrap-Up. I am Isiajola Peace Tochi, bringing you the major stories shaping Nigeria and the global community this week. Now, the headlines. U.S.-Nigeria diplomatic tension dominates the week. Violence in Benue State. Student demonstration in Ekiti. Nnamdi Kanu's court update. Weather and environment alert. See you after the break. Welcome back, and now the news in full. The week opened with international attention focused on Nigeria after the U.S. President Donald Trump repeated warnings of a potential military action, citing alleged attacks on Christians in Nigeria. The Nigerian government responded firmly, stating that Nigerian sovereignty is not up for negotiations and that any international cooperation must be based on mutual respect. Diplomatic analysts warned that continued statements of this nature could strain security and economic partnership between both nations. Benue recorded another wave of deadly attack in Olumini local government, particularly Annual in Ugweli district. At least 7 persons have been confirmed killed, with residents fleeing for safety. Community leaders call it security emergency, urging rapid military reinforcements. VNAT's Global Communications TV is monitoring the situations closely. See you after the break. Welcome back. In Ekiti State, the National Youth Council of Nigeria led coordinated protests at Federal University, Oye Ekiti. The demonstrators demanded the suspension of the Vice-Chancellor, the removal of the Governing Council chair, and a full independent financial audit. Security presence was reinforced on campus and talks between stakeholders are still ongoing. At the Federal High Court in Abuja, Justice James Omotosho issued a 24-hour ultimatum to IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to open his defense or risk losing the constitutional rights to do so. Kanu continues to argue that the charges lack valid legal grounds, citing disputes over anti-terrorism acts. Legal analysts suggest the trial may accelerate if the defense refuses to proceed. NIMET issued a major advisory this week. Dust haze spread across much of the northern regions. Isolated thunderstorms affected central and southern states. Residents, especially those with breathing conditions, are advised to limit outdoors exposure, and motorists are urged to drive with caution as visibility remains low in some locations. And that's this week wrap-up on VNAT's Global Communications TV. For continuous updates, follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. Stay safe. Keep watch. Don't forget to ask the hard questions. See you next week.